kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
On the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Giants.
Gano set to kick off.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Miami. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, I'm not sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 64 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll throw right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Number 20, Matt Breida.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Taken down at the
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run with Breida and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
David,
pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll set up to throw. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's got some space here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. It's Williams on the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Giants nothing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Seven yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
New York.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
By Xavier McKinney.
Here's Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You don't see too many quarterbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. This is Breida on the draw, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, the return is Scott. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
His kick is...
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense.
The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Well, let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
57.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's second and a yard.
Come on. Let's 57. 57's right. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Jerome Baker right there in coverage. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
intercepted.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now Jones throwing on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second and 14. Operating from the gun. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
Jones.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
It's a
nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first down carry for Barkley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
On 2nd down at 4. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down. And 4 yards.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Is a turnover on down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Tua now on 1st down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. A short throw to Ingram, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Back now in Miami. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. This is Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
48 yards.
A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle. Maybe your highest paid offense.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And we are tied. They return it to the house. And now Charles, the extra point, can give them the lead.
And they did it on defense. What a play.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Set to kick.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. It was like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
To throw is Tua. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now Tagovailoa. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Dolphins 20.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Today's final score.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.